Welcome back, Ink Chasers, to another Q&A Wednesday. Today's Q&A is NASA Part 10. Welcome to Part 10 of Daniel's NASA Q&A questions. We're chugging along through these pretty quick. Probably just a few more episodes left. Alright, starting off this episode is Mr. Bruce Melnick. He was an astronaut in NASA missions STS-41 and STS-49. What is your favorite planet? Earth is mine as well. What do you do with your trash? In the space shuttle, we stored wet trash and dry trash and brought it all back to Earth to be disposed of properly. Number 3, have you seen any aliens? No, but I think there are other life out there in the universe. Number 4, were you in Cobra Boy Scouts? Yes, both. Highest rank first class scout, 11 out of 12 men that walked on the moon were scouts. Neil Armstrong and Charlie Duke were Eagle Scouts. Alright, next up we have Brooks Moore. Mr. Moore was a rocket engineer for NASA. Now, he typed up his own answers to his letterhead, or on his letterhead, and sent that to Daniel. It says, Dear Daniel, thank you for your interest in our space program and my career. The following are the answers to your 5 questions. However, there's 4. Number 1, my favorite planet is definitely the same as yours, Earth. Number 2, it will take approximately 8 months to get to Mars. I hope you will have the opportunity to make the trip. Now on this one, I believe Daniel asked, how long would it take to get to Mars? Number 3, no, I have not seen any aliens, and neither have any of our astronauts. I personally doubt they exist. And number 4, I am pleased to hear you were in Cub Scouts. Yes, I was a Boy Scout, and both of my sons were Eagle Scouts. Then you put on here, I'm providing the times that you asked me to sign, plus a few additional items. I'm thinking that was a typo. It should have been items. Alright, next up, Miss Joan Morgan. She was a NASA engineer and the only female engineer in the control room during the Apollo 11 mission. And she wrote these out on some nice little graph paper. It says, Hi Daniel, answers to 4 questions. Number 1, Saturn. Number 2, launch operations. I'm not sure what he asked. I don't remember the question he asked on that one. Number 3, no, never saw any aliens from space. Number 4, yes, in Brownies and Girl Scouts, I sold enough cookies each year to get 3 days of free at camp. Alright, next up, Mr. Greg Olsen. He is an American entrepreneur, engineer, and scientist who in October 2005 became the 3rd private citizen to make a self-funded trip to the International Space Station with the company Space Adventures. Number 1, what is your favorite planet? Pluto. Number 2, what do you do with your trash in space? We burned it up upon re-entry in the Russian Soyuz vehicle. Sorry, I'm not good with Russian. The old space shuttle would bring it back to the Texas landfill. Number 3, have you seen any aliens? No, but I did look. Number 4, were you in Cobra Boy Scouts? Both. Next up, William Paley's, who was an astronaut in NASA mission STS-51J. Now he also typed up a nice letter to Daniel, and I cut out just the answers, but he wrote him a pretty nice long letter. So let's get to the questions. Number 1, what is your favorite planet? Answer, same as yours, Earth. Not because it's where we live, obviously, but because it really is incredibly wonderful. All of the other planets are fascinating for a variety of reasons, but none is even close to being as complex as Earth is, because God had to make it just right in millions of ways to support the millions of living things on Earth. And just as important, so that it would also be a beautiful place for people. I am sure you won't be surprised to learn that one of the best things about being in space was looking down at Earth's surface. It really is a fantastic planet. Number 2. What do astronauts do with their trash? Answer. On the space shuttle, we put it in various trash bags and brought all of it back to Earth. As far as I know, that is what they do on the space station too. We don't want to put garbage in space if we can help it. There is a lot of debris that gets left in space, such as small parts from spacecrafts, but we don't want to add to that. Number 3. Did I see any aliens? Answer. No. We didn't see anything strange on our shuttle flight, and I have not heard of or read about astronauts on any other space mission seeing anything that could have been aliens. But you're certainly not alone in wondering about and looking for aliens. A lot of scientists have been doing that for a long time. The SETI Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence project was an effort to receive radio signal from space that would indicate intelligent life in other sources. They never received any signals like that, and the program was scheduled to shut down in 2020. But it was an interesting idea. This project is basis for Discovery depicted movie Contact, by the way. And you're probably aware that for a long time NASA has been searching for any signs of life, primarily with its robotic vehicle that have landed on Mars. I have doubts about the existence of aliens, but time will tell, I guess. Who knows, Daniel? Perhaps you'll grow up to be an astronomer and discover something that will prove conclusively that aliens do or do not exist. But there is something I do know for sure. Whether you become an astronaut or an astronomer or anything else, God has a great plan for your life. Alright, number 4. Was I a scout? Answer. No, I never got involved in scouting. School and sports kept me busy enough. But I think scouting is a really good thing, and I commend you for becoming a Tiger Scout. Alright, the last one for this episode is going to be probably one of the hardest ones for me to pronounce. Melnick, Pavlov, I think is how you say it. He was a NASA engineer and one of the designers that designed the Apollo lunar rover. Number 1. What is your favorite planet? Saturn, because of rings. Number 2. How fast can the moon car go? 16 miles per hour. Number 3. Have you seen any aliens? Not yet. Number 4. Were you in Cover Boy Scouts? No. Alright, that's it for this week's Q&A. As always, check back next week for the next Q&A. Check my playlist for any of the Q&As from weeks before. Until next time, thanks for watching.